how's it going, Angel? And you're like, ah!
Are we in
I can't do it. I
Arkansas?
can't do it. What's the... Do it better.
I can't do men.
Well, do it, woman.
No, because now I can only hear you saying, how's it going, Angel?
I was trying to New Orleans it.
That's
I
not
couldn't
New
do
Orleans
it.
at all.
I know. I was trying. Hi, welcome to Page to Stage,
Where the books write the script.
and we set the scene. I'm Emma.
And I'm Maddie.
Today we are covering one of our favorite books.
It's Phantasma time!
It's Phantasma time, everybody. This is so exciting for us. It's our favorite book club book of the year, I think. And we were
absolutely.
just looking through it, and we were like, we have to reread this right now.
Yes.
But it is so good. Phantasma by Kaylee Smith is the book of our Halloween special.
Yes. It's a little bit spooky. We probably should have done a horror, but we needed to do this.
We had to. We had to do it. It cannot be its own, it cannot be a separate,
No.
normal episode, because
Absolutely not.
we're just gonna talk so much about how much we love Blackwell.
Yes.
Do we have any announcements at the top? Thank you to everybody who has listened to us.
We are so excited to have you. We hope you love this podcast. No.
And also, at this point, you've listened to a couple episodes, hopefully.
if you love this podcast, tell us how much you love this podcast. Rate it.
Review it.
Tell everyone about it. Come tell us on Instagram
Share our posts.
at Page to Stage Pod.
Share all the things. Tell your friends about it.
Help us make this thing a great thing.
We're already really happy with it, and it'll just be better the more we can share it with people.
Yeah.
All right, should we talk about Phantasma?
We should talk about
Phantasma! I'm so excited. Okay. So
Folks, she's just like looking at the
I'm
book and
just
smiling like a psychopath.
so happy. I love this book.
It's a great book.
There's no reason it should be this good.
No.
Like, zero reason it should be this good.
Absolutely no reason.
It is beautifully written.
Mm-hmm.
The Kaylee Smith does a really great job of creating chemistry and connection, and
The characters are interesting and actually likable.
they're human. The plot is solid.
There is OCD representation that is really well done.
It's really well done. Absolutely. If you struggle with or know somebody who struggles with or is living with OCD, this is a book that I think would make you feel seen.
Mhm.
Which is beautiful. They are a fantastic author, and we are just really excited. So, Kaylee, come on the pod.
Oh. We should say that every time until it works.
Yes. Okay, Kaylee, come on the pod.
Yep.
Perfect.
Okay.
Come on the pod, come hang out with us, come talk about Enchantra, or we can re-talk about Phantasma.
We should just do it once a year.
It'll be Blackwell
It's
season.
the yearly Halloween episode.
The yearly Halloween episode is we just talk about Phantasma. Hopefully by next Halloween, we will have the next book.
Ooh.
I think, probably. I think it comes out in like March or something.
Okay.
So we could do, this is this year's Halloween episode, Enchantra is next year's Halloween episode, and then whatever the third one is the Halloween episode after.
I see. I like it.
Okay. So we're getting kind of fancy for this one. We want this show to be site-based, which means that instead of being on a stage or in a in an auditorium, we actually find a place that has all the things that we need, and we set that up to be our stage where the people walk through it and they go with the characters. So we want this to be set in a big, scary, haunted mansion in New Orleans.
Right. And we looked at a bunch of them, okay? We really did try, but none of them felt right in our hearts.
Because we
So-
aren't there, so we can't walk through them.
Right.
like,
and
we
we don't know how haunted they feel.
Right. They need to feel good. So if you are big into New Orleans history and you know of a mansion that would work really well for this,
Yeah. Let us know.
yeah, message us on Instagram.
Let's
Send
put
us
this
an
play on
email.
for real.
That would be so cool. I would kill to put this play on.
Yeah.
If Kaylee Smith, if you have any interest in hiring me to direct
Ooh, listen.
Phantasma the play, like if you want to write the script and I will set the scene, I will quit my job for that.
Oh, she would. Yeah.
I'll quit my job to come and do that.
Listen, here's what I'm seeing, right? You're married, so you can't. So I'm gonna come to visit you on set, right?
Yes.
With coffee, because I love you. And while I'm there, I'm gonna fall desperately in love with the actor playing Blackwell.
Of course.
And live happily ever after.
As you should.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. As you should. I will make it so.
You're gonna trick him?
Yes. Like, oh my god, I have this friend and she's so cool. And you don't like, what? Oh, she's here with your favorite coffee order?
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Unless you want it to be an enemies to lovers. Or maybe you do the enemy thing. I make sure he's desperately in love with you and then you come and play hard to get.
Good.
Yes.
That's gonna be so hard.
Yeah, and you gotta be like, don't talk to me. I hate your stupid blonde hair and pretty eyes. And then he'll be like,
and inevitable accent. Listen, I think you probably didn't, but I was born in the South, and I read this whole book in a New Orleans dialect.
I think I also read it in a New Orleans dialect.
I think it enriches it.
It does. There's something about it.
Because it's written that way.
Okay, so we are at this haunted mansion. It has to have some grounds out front that are surrounded by some sort of greenery and wrought iron fencing.
Yes.
And
I want a spooky gate.
Yes,
like
big spooky gate.
Tall, and pokey on top.
Yep.
With like the actual gate part. It's gotta have a skull on it, I think.
I think you're probably right.
We gotta full send it.
Yeah. Well, and I think that we should. It has to be at nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do this play during the day.
No, absolutely
It's not possible. And I almost think it needs to start like a ghost tour. Like, you know how like New Orleans has ghost tours?
Yes.
I almost think that it should start like a ghost tour outside of the gates, and they meet their tour guide there.
Yes.
Their tour guide is the dude who she meets at the beginning of this book, or not the beginning, the guy who like signs her into Phantasma.
I feel like it's Jasper.
Is that him? Is that who it is?
Now it is.
Okay, it's Jasper, and that's when he can give her the rules too. Give us the rules of Phantasma, because it's like they are entering in Phantasma.
Right. So for the uninformed, which, I mean, you really shouldn't be. Go read that book.
No, yeah, don't listen to this episode before you read this book.
No.
Don't listen to any of our episodes before you read the book.
But
we
especially
are
not
wildly nonlinear.
Especially not this one. Like, if we're doing a book and you're like, I just don't want to read that, honestly, but I want to listen to the podcast, fine. Go read this one, though.
Yeah, pause this. It'll take you
wrong
24
with you?
hours.
Yeah.
Promise.
It's a guarantee, actually.
Because it took us, like, 24 hours. We were like, nah, I guess we'll read this book. And then we're like, oh my god, I'm done with this book.
I do think Enchanter was even worse. I think I read that one in 6 hours.
I read this one in, like, 48 hours, I think, because I had to, but, like...
You have a job.
I have a job. But then, Enchantra, I feel like I read it in, like, 24, like, literally in one day. I picked up, but I don't remember what happened in the book, so...
No.
I remember everything that happened in this book.
Well, I was homesick, and I kept sending you updates, and you were, like, trying to keep up, I think.
Yeah, that's probably true. So, go read this book.
Yeah. However, the rules, in short, are like, hey, welcome. The stakes, the contract you're signing, it's kind of your life.
Yeah, the stakes are your life. You could die.
You could die. And, you're gonna have to let us off the hook for that.
Yep, and if you decide that you don't want to risk your life anymore, you can totally leave, but you forfeit everything.
And you don't just get to waltz out. The only way to leave before winning or dying
is to make a deal with a devil.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, like, also don't fall in love while you're in here.
Right. Big time against the rules.
Big time no-no.
Yep.
Which feels weird.
No, it's not.
It feels weird.
That's only a rule because
I know why it's only a rule,
but
but
it gets free.
No, I know.
And Phantasma.
That doesn't feel weird. What feels weird is when you first show up, they're like, hey, you might die. You can forfeit if you make a deal with the devil. And also don't fall in love. Like, if I was there, I'd be like, what the hell does that mean? Why is that a rule?
No, yeah, I'm sure you would. But, like...
But it makes sense
the
once
people
you know
determined
things.
to do it are, like, so desperate. They're just like...
whatever, cool.
Psh.
I'm not going to fall in love in there. I'm going to try not to die in there.
Right.
Okay. So we start outside the gates. And as we walk in through the gates and into the house, I kind of want it to be a hedge maze.
Yeah.
I know it's...
Let's do it.
It's going to be a hedge maze. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different because in order to talk about the set, we also have to talk about each level.
Right. There are 9.
So we'll talk about the set as we talk about the 9 levels, and then we'll talk about the other stuff.
Yeah, here. I'll make it clearly chunked up. Ready? Level 1, Limbo.
As we enter through the gates, we enter into a hedge maze of some sort.
Yeah.
And as we're going
Is it
through,
an
we have the
issue-
speakers that are saying the whole information that we missed in the first 60 pages of this book.
Yeah.
Which is when Blackwell and Ophelia meet for the first time.
Yes.
And so it's their whole conversation.
Yeah.
And as we exit the hedge maze, we immediately go right into Limbo. We miss all the exposition, but we will get that later. Doesn't matter.
Right.
Immediately into Limbo.
It's gonna be like, hey, you're kind of interesting. And she's gonna be like, and you're a scary voice in the dark. Do fuck off.
And he's like, what's your name? And she's like, what's your name?
I'm too smart to tell you that.
And then he's like, good. And then he calls her Angel, and it's really cute. And you're like, what's happening?
Yeah, and then he gives her a clue that she does not seem to remember for quite a while.
Which is the only way to free him is to find a heart and a key.
Yeah.
And that's the last thing you hear before Ophelia, dirty, and probably still in a dress.
Oh, yeah.
She's always in a dress.
The whole time.
She runs into the hedge maze, and we get immersed into the story, and
Yes.
we finish Limbo with her. Limbo drops us at the actual mansion, inside the actual mansion, and we have some exposition, blah, 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 in, like, her bedroom or, like, the library area.
Right. We'll have her. She's going to talk to Blackwell. She's going to talk to other contestants.
Yeah.
We're going to follow her around.
Yeah.
But the tour guide leader is always going to be a different devil.
It's the devil that runs the trial that
Right.
she's about to go into.
They're just taking shifts.
So that's what the set for the first trial looks like, and then we get into a bedroom or something.
Yes.
And from there, that just looks like a bedroom, a Victorian southern bedroom.
Right.
And with like blood and stuff.
Crown molding. Sorry.
Crown molding, yes. It's
I
good
want
stuff.
it.
Beautiful crown molding. When I was growing up, we had this fake crown molding in my bathroom upstairs because our bathroom upstairs was like Greek beachy themed.
Right.
And my parents got like gutters, like just like plastic white gutters,
Yeah.
and they put them up on the walls and like put vines over them and like put lights in them, and so it like crown molding with like a like sconcy lights in it.
That's
It was
so
very
fun.
fun. It was very fun and very cute.
Yeah.
I lived in a Victorian house growing up.
You bet.
I know. 18 years of my life in this old Victorian.
Ugh.
Like devastating lack of secret passageways though.
Yeah. Listen, my life goal.
Mhm.
I don't have really anything on my bucket list except live in and refurbish old Victorian house. Minimum one secret passageway.
Yes. Oh, I spent my whole childhood looking for a secret passageway. I kept hoping. They had sealed off the servants' like stairs.
Right, so there could have been one.
There could have been one. It would have. I'm trying to think where it would have led to. Probably the kitchen.
Yeah.
Because there was like these servant stairs that went up, but they like had sealed it off when they made the basement. And then there was the back stairs. I had back stairs and front stairs.
Oh, good.
And my back stairs were definitely servant stairs because they were small, narrow, and like kind of wound up to the upper level. And my front stairs were this beautiful, big, like mahogany.
This is so offensive to me on like a lot of levels.
We could probably use that for this
Not anymore.
show.
We're
If
not
we
doing
want.
it. Too jealous.
Okay, so we're in the bedroom / library area.
Yeah.
For until we end up walking to trial 2.
Right.
Which has to take us to some sort of ballroom.
I think so. And I think ideally all of these rooms, like there's just a door out of the room you were previously in that leads to the next room.
Mm-hmm. Which is how Victorian houses were mostly built.
Right.
Because they had to let servants in and out without being seen.
Right.
Because
For
they didn't want them to.
ease of access, let's say these rooms are sort of circular,
Mhm.
right? And so there's like 9, maybe 10 rooms in a circle, like
Mhm.
her bedroom, all 9 challenge rooms, and then in the center, like a space.
Yeah.
And so you can exit each challenge into the space.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, I think that makes sense. And especially if it's like a parlor sort of area.
Yeah.
Where everyone then like
Let everybody
walks.
sit down a little bit.
Yeah. Where they can like sit and get some exposition.
Yeah.
So we go from wherever we were into the ballroom of some sort.
Yes.
And that ballroom, set-wise, should be set up kind of burlesque-y.
yeah.
Because the second challenge is Lust. Not Lusk.
No, it is Lusk.
Lusk, Wyoming.
So the second challenge is
Lust.
it is
Lust is the second challenge, and we cannot in good faith put what actually happens in the book on stage.
No.
So we've decided to stage it like a burlesque.
So
Silks.
Ooh, yes, I like it.
Okay. Because it talks about silks.
Yeah.
And so we see the whole thing. It's like basically just a ballroom with silks.
Right. Inherently very overstimulating. That is part of the point of the challenge.
Yeah.
And we see Ophelia get tricked by a performer that kind of looks like Blackwell.
But not enough.
Not enough
But
for the audience to not be like, girl, that's not your man.
Yes. So from there, we go back to whatever room. Do the in-between stuff.
Yes.
And what's the set for the third challenge?
So it's greed.
Okay.
And so in the book, we see them in these cages, and they're like above a lava pit. Mm-hmm. And we don't have that kind of budget. But
in our unlimited budget,
we still cannot purchase shelf-stable lava.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do instead, what if you could just buy the little Minecraft buckets and then just like...
Here you go.
Okay. So what we're going to do instead is suspend these cages from the ceiling. We'll have maybe Ophelia's and Cade's on pulley systems.
Suspended over us.
Yes.
With an acrobat net.
Yeah.
Is this the second episode we've talked about an acrobat net?
Yes, but it's because we're really ambitious.
Yeah, well, because we don't have a budget.
And if you're going to do a fly, you have to do a net. You can't just let them die.
So acrobat net that you barely see.
Yeah.
You're like looking up at it. And then we watch some, like the floor of their cages fall out.
Right.
And they kind of like land on the acrobat net, and it has to be like slanted back towards something that we don't see, and they like roll off of it for the ones that die.
Right. It's like they're falling like down the garbage chute.
Yeah. And then they go somewhere safe. But we don't see that as the audience. As the audience, we see them fall and roll into their deaths.
Right. So maybe 2 or 3 people die. And then we see Ophelia get out safe. She achieves the goal of getting just enough gold to not die, which is kind of like capitalism.
It is capitalism. This book is a metaphor for capitalism.
All right, so
Kaylee Smith, come on the pod.
And tell us why it's not that.
Or tell us that it is.
Yeah.
Like you totally understood my symbolism in this book.
Yeah.
Thank you. So they get that's that one. We are in wherever we are for that. I feel like it's got to be like balcony, like ballroom balcony sort of situation.
Oh yes,
where they were up above, and then they fall.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're just big cages that the bottoms fall out of. For those that need the bottoms fall out of it.
Yeah.
Not for those that don't.
And then we kind of get rolling right on to the next challenge, right? To keep this play from being 7 hours long. Although I would go see 7 hours of Phantasma, I think most people wouldn't.
Yeah.
So
just rolling right in.
We'll roll in right into introducing the next one. It is Gluttony.
And I think from wherever we're sitting, where the cages were, we have to walk into like a feast room.
Yes.
And this is a good moment for the audience to sit down.
Right. Maybe we serve refreshments.
Yeah, maybe this is like a refreshment moment. We sit and we watch gluttony happen.
Yeah.
While we glutton ourselves.
Absolutely.
So it's like a giant dining room.
Mm-hmm.
And we, as the audience, I feel like the audience can't be that big for this one. Because you can't with site-based.
No, it's a ghost tour. It's like 20 people.
Yeah. And you sit down and then they are there and you just watch.
It's a big chessboard. But I think it's dumb that gluttony isn't food related, so it is for the audience.
Yeah, they get to eat and sit. Yeah. It's like their intermission, but it's not intermission.
Yeah, you watch them on this big chessboard. They're having like a Hunger Games situation, and you're having pie.
Yep, and they are...
We can serve soul food!
Here you go. Here is a bowl of gumbo for you.
Listen, I'm just going to take a minute. All right, everyone take a minute with me while I extol the virtues of fried okra. Okay? Have you not had it? Why is that a poor life choice? Just go do that for yourself. Thank you.
So, after we walk into the big chessboard, the big chess room, the floor is painted like a chessboard.
Right.
Okay. After gluttony
is wrath.
Okay. Which is where basically they have to choose if somebody should die.
Right. It's the, like, Survivor, where they're all locked in individual rooms, and they get to, like, decide who should get eliminated.
Mm-hmm. And they all pick Cade, because
Right.
Cade sucks.
Because obviously.
But then Cade tries to kill somebody, and then she forfeits.
So they all
So
make
that
it out.
room, I feel like that room can actually be in the same room as. I feel like we don't have to move.
No, we'll give you a minute. Enjoy your food.
I think that it's like here, you enjoy your food. We don't have to move. We roll out.
Yeah.
Like little buttons.
Yeah, honestly, it
and
can
then
just
the same
happen
thing
on
happens
the
right there.
same
It happens in the same
chessboard.
board. We don't have to move. It's the same chessboard.
They can
it's
just
all happening.
face opposite directions, and Ophelia faces the audience.
That's great. And they all have their little buttons.
Yeah.
Like they basically just roll out a tiny little podium.
Yeah.
Same room. They roll out little podiums, have buttons on them. Those little have buttons, they push them, and then they turn around and they have the scene right there.
Right.
And it doesn't, we don't need to move. The audience sits down.
They do
for
a
this
lot of
whole
talking
chunk.
in this one. It's great.
All talky bits, and then they murder some people. So, we've done Wrath.
Yes.
Then, what is the next set?
It is Deceit.
And Deceit is at a table. I think we say
Yes.
in the same room.
Absolutely.
And we roll in a lot of little tables that become one big table that we are also sitting at, so we are part of this challenge.
Yes.
And we play Truth or Die.
Yep.
And when they die, I think the actor just whoop under the table while something like drops. Like something drops to like squish them because they get squished.
Right.
But we choreograph it basically. They
You explain with your body and I'll verbalize it. Okay, you
But really
you slip down off your chair and under the table as fast as possible.
Well,
and then
the thing comes down to crush you.
The thing hits your chair. And so we just assume that you have died.
And there's probably a blood bag on the bottom of that thing.
Yeah.
It just splat.
Yep.
But it can't be mad at anything crazy. Because if you accidentally don't move in time.
Right, and we're leaving in the next round, so the actors just hang out under the table.
They just hang out under the table as they die. And it's like, oh my god.
I think only one person dies, too.
Is it only the one?
It might be two.
One or two? I don't remember.
Because Lucy's boyfriend dies.
Yeah. Rip.
All right, anyway.
She doesn't love him.
No, but she doesn't not love him.
No.
Yeah.
And then he dies.
Yeah. All right.
So, after, that is what, the 7th?
Yes.
So.
No.
6th.
Next is Violence.
Violent! And so we gotta move out of this room that is now covered in blood.
And scraps of fried chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fried chicken. Oh, yeah, because we're all eating fried chicken. That's right, of course. Yes. So we've had a full meal while sitting in here watching these 3 trials happen.
Yes.
Perfect. So we have to leave this room and go to the next room that this room is attached to.
Yes. And that room is pretty simple. This is the one with the tokens.
Mm-hmm. They all have to take either 1 or 2 tokens, and they get the choice, and if all 3 of them only take 1 token, then all 3 of them get to leave.
And this is another one where they can't really see each other.
Right.
So we'll figure out how to do that.
Yeah. So I think it's just maybe I think what I would imagine is each of them are standing back to back in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just like a back to back circle basically, and
Yes.
we just put the audience around them in a circle so that you don't see everybody, you just see the one person who you're facing, and you watch them take a coin.
I think it would be great if this is a place where we let groups of our audience members hold out the tokens.
Ooh, yes, interactive.
It's interactive.
You have 2 tokens.
And the character picks 1.
Or 2.
Or 2.
And then we don't know who else picks things until we get to the place where it's
that way it's a
brawl
nice
time.
surprise for everybody.
Yes. And Blackwell comes in and is like, and then there's a brawl. And so we have to be in a room, and then the audience kind of becomes the octagon.
Right.
Like, they end up giving them that, and there's
Yes.
that fight choreography and all that.
And Ophelia kills Cade. And
Yes.
so
And then-
this room is going to get loud, because by this point, the audience is really going to want that guy to die.
Yeah. Yes. They
Yeah.
want him dead so bad. So,
So
he will
bad.
die, and she sucks his life force out.
Yeah.
Because she's a necromancer, and so it revitalizes her magic.
Yeah.
Okay, and then from there, that's where we get to where all of the contestants from all different parts of Phantasma meet up,
Which
right?
means she is finally reuniting with her sister Genevieve.
And whatever room we end up in, there's a nice little reunion. She tells her about Blackwell. It all happens in one room. We aren't
Right.
going to move for that.
We're going to get a little bit of more romantic background here, too, because we're going to try and slip it in between the trials.
Yeah.
Like, presumably there are hallways between each trial, and we'll, figure it out.
Cutesy little moments, whatever.
Yeah.
That's not the important set parts.
No.
And then we are going to, from there, fraud. But she convinces Genevieve to drop out,
She does.
which isn't important right now.
Because Blackwell tells her she should.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, Vivi should go home. And she's like, do you not like my sister? And he's like, no, that's not the reason. But she needs to go home and I can't tell you why.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay.
All right, I believe you. And then, so fraud is wherever we go from them talking, Vivi walks off, and what I think should happen is the two twin actors that we're gonna hire to play,
Yes.
come in from either side, and fraud immediately starts.
Right.
Like, we don't really give the intros the way that the book does.
No.
And fraud immediately starts.
We can play the clue, I think, just over loudspeakers.
Yes. And then,
Or, well, the devil that's our tour guide is going to tell us.
yes, yeah,
Like, on the walk there.
yes, on the walk there. That's how we're gonna bridge the gap in between
Right.
places.
We got to make
Unless
it quick.
there's other scenes. If there's other scenes, that's happening. And so then we have fraud. Fraud happens, and then I think Ophi walks us to the big grand staircase doors,
Yes.
in the mansion that are inevitably there.
Yes.
And then we walk up the stairs with Ophi. When we get to the top, she opens a door into something.
Right. It's a big room.
Big room, and it is all decked out like it was 500 years ago.
Well, they're in hell, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, I guess that's true, but it does say 500 years before.
It does. And this book takes place in the Edwardian era, which is objectively one of the most excellent. Loosely, it's 1900.
Mhm.
1400. We'll do like a little medieval thing.
And we get to see a flashback of how Phantasma started, from which Blackwell will emerge, and our last scene will happen between the two of them, probably at the top of the stairs,
Right.
as we're standing on the stairs watching them happen.
Very dramatic, very romantic,
Very
lots
cute.
of crying.
And then it'll end with a nice big kiss.
Yeah.
And that's a set.
And then probably they walk off into the sunset and they walk you outside and they say bye.
And they're like, and we live happily ever after, goodbye. And it's very cute, and that's the whole set. Because it is a mansion, those are the things that we need.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay. The
Okay.
other ones are going to be much quicker.
Much quicker because it's, like, continuous. The set is so ever-changing, which is so different from
And
every
it's
other
gonna be
show.
It would be so good, though.
It'd be so, so good.
Hit us up, Kaylee.
Yes, Kaylee! Please come hang out with us.
Costumes.
Let's talk about costumes. Gotta be pretty much the same costumes the whole time.
Yeah.
Can't change.
I don't think they
costumes.
change clothes ever.
No.
It's like cartoon characters.
Yes, cartoon character costuming. It doesn't make sense for them not to.
No.
Except for all of the ensemble folks who kind of take place, like, for the people who are going to do burlesque, lust, and
Sure, and who are also contestants.
who are also contestants,
Yeah.
and who are also part of, like, like that sort of thing. They can change in between.
Sure.
But I feel like Ophi wears black.
Yes.
Because
And
that's
red.
black and red.
Red accents.
Yes, and Blackwell wears a black suit.
Yeah.
With a...
He goes through different accent colors.
Yeah.
But they both wear a lot of black.
So, yeah.
Gothic.
That's very gothic, it's a gothic thing. And she, because of all the fan art I've seen and because of all of the things in the book, she has to have, like, a big black bow.
I think it's usually red.
Is it normally red? Is the bow normally red?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it can be red. So yeah, black and red, and then I think he needs to just be, his accent color needs to also be red.
Yeah.
Because...
Yeah, because he rotates their colors in the book, but, like, they gotta match.
Yeah.
They gotta.
Yes, they have to. Costume, psychology.
Yep.
And it's all early 1900s,
Yes.
like ball gown,
Right.
suits.
For the uninformed, this is post-hoop skirt and just barely post-bustle, which is the big cage that goes over only your butt. So these dresses are not flat, but they don't have any
They don't like poop.
cages underneath.
Mhm.
They're just, like, kind of long.
Is there like a movie that would be good for them to...
No. Yeah, I've thought of one. Okay. So, the American Girl doll Samantha.
Sure.
I actually don't think that takes place at quite the right time.
Mary Poppins?
Yeah.
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins. That is a good example of the type of clothing. So, Mary Poppins type clothing, but
A little less whimsical.
less whimsy,
Yeah.
more gothic,
More gothic.
more black lace.
Right. So much black lace.
So much black lace. So, yeah, and that's costuming. I think, what do we think about giving Blackwell his signature... He has the white hair.
Yeah.
But it's like almost iridescent white hair.
Uh-huh.
What do we do with that?
Well, the obvious answer is glitter hairspray.
Sure.
However, like on a wig.
I think that makes sense. There's also like that iridescent powder that you can put on
It's true.
as like highlight.
Yeah.
And I think that we could do that around his edges too to give him that phantom look.
Yeah. Because as we discover, he is not, in fact, a phantom.
No, but that
But
is
he does a perfectly great job pretending.
because that is his devil's mark. He was like, I got lucky. My devil's mark is
That I'm a little
that I look like I'm a little
bit
shiny.
little shiny.
So, so yeah, he. Well, just a little iridescent powder.
We do it like the Twilight vampires.
No, no, he cannot be all over sparkly. It just has to be like an outline.
Oh,
Outline sparkly.
no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Any other costuming things?
I think that it is important that we see everybody's character demonstrated really clearly in their costume, since nobody's going to have very many lines except Ophelia, Blackwell, and the Devils.
Yes.
So, like, Genevieve, bright pink dress.
Yes.
Bouncy, fun.
Yes.
The Devils are important to talk about for costuming.
Ooh, that's true.
Because they are not dressed necessarily within time period.
They're dressed within the period where they were trapped in Phantasma, right?
No. I mean, we could choose to do that, but I think they're just sort of like dressed however.
Okay.
Like,
older,
I think
older than.
not necessarily. I think somebody's wearing latex.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I feel that it's true. Anyway, so the Devils probably painted a color, right? For
One
fun.
each.
Yeah.
Like
this person is just purple.
Limbo's gray and
yeah,
Gluttony is yellow.
Right. Well, just like a rainbow color with a costume that matches.
Mm-hmm.
Very cartoony, very elaborate, very shiny,
spooky, kind of like
but
unsettling, unsettling,
yes.
spooky.
But like hello, monster from under the bed that is still human shaped.
Yes, except Sinclair. Sinclair has to be hot.
Yes.
So he can be like the monster that came out under your bed that like tricked you into loving him.
Somebody go write that book. Anyway,
I'm sure it exists.
Oh yeah,
that book exists. Let us know.
I think that's it for costuming.
Is that everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they do both have very unsettling eyes.
Oh, that's true. Hers are
borderline translucent.
Yes, they're like very, very light blue, like almost as if
they sometimes glow.
Yes.
Also, his sometimes glow. We're just
green. And hers are. He looks like Danny Phantom, but grown up. Yeah. I was gonna say but hot, but that's not true because when I was little, Danny Phantom was hot.
I did not have a Danny Phantom experience. Like I didn't know who that was.
I was in love with Danny
Look
Phantom.
it up.
Blackwell, grown up Danny Phantom.
Yep.
And so he has those bright green eyes. And hers are like a very light blue. Like if it covered her pupil, it would look like she was blind.
Yes.
But it doesn't cover her pupil. So I think those are contacts.
Right. We're throwing them a pair of colored contacts. I think lots of the Devils also have colored contacts
that match their outfits. I also think this is the only time ever where grass-colored eyes is acceptable.
Yeah!
Grass-colored eyes. It's acceptable because he's a ghost. Okay, so we did set. We did costumes.
Lights and sound.
Lights and sound. Spooky.
Yes.
Darker than I think we would do a normal show because we're right there.
For sure. And additionally, I would love to have whatever devil is leading the tour carrying a taper candle.
Ooh! Or like a lantern could be cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yes, they're leading us. And like we can see otherwise. Like it's not pitch black otherwise, but it's kind of like, when you go into a haunted house.
No.
Like if you go into a that's true, you're scared. If you go into a haunted house, you can like sort of see. I think you take that up like 10% intensity so that we can still see, because this show is very like it's supposed to be gothic and I want you to feel that.
We might light it differently in the challenges for different reasons, but the default everywhere is going to be kind of low lit, sort of like just like existing in a slightly creepy gothic mansion.
Yes. Perfect. The other light things we need to talk about are like her magic.
Yes.
That come out of her hands. Like little tiny projectors where like she makes the hand movement and then on the wall or on the person it like splats that color, like sparks that color, like we do projector wise.
Let's do that.
Okay. And then it doesn't come from her hand, but like where it lands, it's like blue sparks.
I think that's great.
Red sparks.
also, like, mood lighting for the challenges.
Mood lighting for when she and Blackwell are being cutesy.
Yeah. I think it would be a lot to go back through and detail each of them.
Yes.
And then the brightest lighting and pretty consistent for that room where we're eating.
Yes.
Like, that's going to be pretty normal.
That's, like, very torchlit as if we were in a dining room of a mansion.
Yeah.
So, bright enough. Obviously, you should be able to see the whole time. That's the
Yes.
main goal of lighting.
But that's going to be the least creepy place.
Yes. Especially because we're there for so long. And
Right.
you need to eat.
We
So
don't
you
want you to
able
be
to see.
scared while you enjoy some jambalaya. Like,
Yeah.
nobody wants that.
Yes. I would agree. I think torches in there would be cool. Like, not actual torches. You should never put actual fireplaces.
No.
But, like, the torches that look like torches along lining all the hallways, lining the rooms to give that kind of, like,
Absolutely.
ambiance of that.
Yeah.
The only other thing would be anytime Blackwell is lit, kind of around the edges.
Yes.
Like, he needs a backlight on him sometimes.
For sure.
To give him that, like, ghostly presence.
Yeah.
And not very warm lights for the most part. Very, like,
No.
blue-toned light because it just feels more ghosty.
Yes, for sure. It's going to give you that visual cue when the lights are warm that, like, something good is happening or something interesting is happening or it's time to eat chicken.
Sounds, I think a big part of sounds is going to be the overhead speakers as you first walk in.
For sure. We're
With,
going to have
like-
to rig the whole mansion with surround sound.
Surround sound speakers because whenever there's ghosty ghouly calls, that has to come from around you. Sometimes it has to come from
Right.
directly behind you.
I think that we don't need to mic any of the actors. We maybe do a handheld for the
for the
tour
with like a
guide.
little like
Yeah.
speaker that's like on their waist.
just for fun.
Just for
like it's not
funsies.
actually
Yeah.
necessary.
I think that's really good. And then any surround sound for any of the ghosty ghoulies, any for the like flashback conversations. One thing with lights. I do think the most like pure white light happens when she gets to the top of the stairs.
Have to agree.
And she opens the doors and we watch everything happen in whatever sepia color light we need. And then when he walks out, it's like this bright angelic white light because she's his angel.
And he's not fuzzy anymore.
not
And he
fuzzy
wipes the
anymore,
glitter off.
And he's as he was in the like flashbacky bits that we were watching, he's actually backstage, not being fuzzy anymore.
Yeah.
And then we have that whole moment, and they descend the stairs.
I love it.
I love it.
Okay.
So that's lighting, sounds.
I think we kind of covered it.
Wait, is that all the sound stuff?
There's maybe like subtle thematic music in some of the challenges.
I think there's maybe subtle ambiance the whole time, like
Sure.
creaking doors and creaking steps and
Gentle like
some
rattling of windows or whatever.
screams sometimes.
Yes.
Like things to just give you the feeling of suspense.
Right.
Because you do feel that way. You would feel that way if you were playing Phantasma.
Yeah.
And since we're kind of having the people be Phantasma, like, people,
Mhm.
I think that would be good.
Absolutely. Have to agree.
Oh, the other thing I was thinking about is her necklace. I feel like when it's pulling her towards and away
Oh,
from
we
things.
need to talk about the shadow voice.
Oh yeah, the
over
shadow
the
voice.
overheads.
Over the overheads. That's over the surround sound. That's her OCD voice in her brain.
Right. It's the way that it manifests in this like magical realism type world.
Yes. Which is the person playing them. I almost feel like they are live saying it every night. Like they're the only ones with the mic, and they are kind of shadowy in the corner always.
Absolutely.
And we don't really ever see their face or who they are, but we see the shadow voice.
Right.
And that's mic'd, and that goes into the surround sound.
Right. Because I think that helps enforce the fact that I think that at the time OCD would have gotten her called crazy, and we are big supporters of
Yes.
mental health, and so making sure that we are very clear with the audience that this is a real thing occurring to her.
I think that one of the ways we do that is making sure that, like, if their back is all to a wall, the only speakers that say the thing are the ones that are directly behind their head. So it's like they're watching something else and it's really quiet. It's like, okay.
Yeah, this is horrifying.
It's very scary. Like, OCD is more than just, I need to keep things neat. That's not what OCD is. OCD does things like you have
and
to...
it doesn't even manifest that way in some people at all.
And some people don't have that neatness. And so she even has a whole note about OCD in the back of the book that you should check out.
Please go read that.
Please read that.
Please read sources from people who have OCD. Go everywhere.
Yes.
Read those.
And it is so much more. And so maybe also stop using the thing like, oh my God, I'm so OCD. Maybe stop using that
Stop doing that.
in your
That's
vernacular.
really annoying.
It's not real. And so this is a great representation. And I think that going through and watching that and being part of that would help with that representation as well.
Yes.
Cool. There's our little mental health PSA.
Yeah.
What I was going to say about her necklace, about her...
I think it's got like a thumpy sound.
It's got like a...
There's a heart in there, folks. It's his heart.
And when it's trying to get her away from things, because it very much like tells her whether or not...
So we do like a little heart thump.
So it's like a faster one.
Yeah.
When it's like no, and it gets very slow.
Mm-hmm.
When it's cute and she's in love.
Yeah, I like it.
It's very... So that's the sound.
Be part of the ambiance.
Yes, and I think the locket itself could just be a little speaker.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't know necessarily.
Be kind of subtle, like you catch it if you catch it.
Yeah.
It's just like a little
just
detail.
Very sweet detail.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then, okay, props. That's what I was going to say about the necklace prop, is that it should be a little speaker.
Great. Let's segue.
So that
Let's seg right into props.
No.
Segue shouldn't be spelled like that.
Well, yeah. It's true. It shouldn't be spelled like that.
No.
Segue.
I thought it was the French.
Probably true.
Ugh.
Friggin' French, man.
If you're from France, I'm kidding.
Yeah, we love the French. I actually have my exchange sister who lives in France. Anyway, we love France.
Yeah.
Props. Any other big props?
I don't know. I was thinking I was going to continue with the France thing and tell them that if they speak French, they should leave us mean comments in French.
My husband's favorite French phrase is that they call each other ma petit chou, which means my little cabbage.
Yeah.
But he likes to replace chou with anything and everything, and so he likes to call me specifically, but also others, ma petit cornichon, which means my little pickle. Which is very funny.
I've heard him say that to
you. Ma petit cornichon. And he says he's going to go around calling people that when we go to France, and he's going to get punched in the face.
That's great.
But he also likes to say, like, suce ma bite, which means suck my dick, but in French. So he like, suce ma bite. So, maybe you can tell us to suce your beat.
Yeah, if you're French and we offended you, that's the comment I want. I want you to not be like, I'm French and that was mean. I just want you to leave a comment that says, suce ma bite.
Suce ma bite. Putain. That means bitch.
I know.
Suce ma bite, putain.
Right.
Putain, suce ma bite.
You're trying to figure out which one's the grammar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other props? Are there any props, really, other
any
than
other
the
props?
locket?
No, I don't think so. I mean, other than
There's,
if
like,
we're
stuff
going to do
in
any
the
of the
trials.
haunts. If we're going to do any of the haunts, those can be super
I
spooky.
don't know that we are.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was thinking, like, have you seen... You haven't seen
Shining.
it. Yeah, The Shining. Have you seen The Shining?
No, but I know. I've been to the Stanley.
There's, like, the scary lady that is in the bathtub at one point.
Yeah.
In The Shining. We could do, like, one of those or two, like, a few, like, spooky, corpsey haunts.
Yes.
Like, maybe we don't do the haunts in the show, but as we walk through the
I think this place should have a bathroom that, like, if you're watching this show, like, it's not going to be 9 hours, but it's probably going to be, like, 3 hours long.
Yeah, it's a long show.
And if you have to pee, the bathroom's haunted.
I think all the little nooks and crannies of this house are haunted.
Yeah.
As you walk through. Like,
So
if you look too long into a corner, there's something there looking back.
Right. We just hire people who, like, hang out in the quarters all night.
It's very much
and
just a haunted house.
most of the time, nobody sees them. Just, like, back there playing Candy Crush, and
Yeah.
they're like, oh, somebody's coming.
Yeah. It's just a haunted house.
I love that
More
for
or less.
actors.
Yeah.
If we have an unlimited budget, we absolutely hire as many people as we can.
Yes. And, like, it's a haunt, and if we need,
Yeah.
when we do a bathroom stop, the bathroom is haunted.
Right.
There's only 20 people, so, like, if
I don't
everyone...
think it can be haunted all the time, though.
No.
Unless
only
this is
sometimes.
adults only, because, like, if you're 7 years old and you walk to the bathroom and somebody scares you when you open the door of the bathroom, you're gonna piss yourself.
Yeah.
And that's not good.
I don't think 7-year-olds should be seeing this show.
No, I don't think so either.
This is a PG-13 show.
Okay,
Maybe rated R. Depending on how spooky we make it.
that's true.
And if it's rated R, I mean, the burlesque thing,
Yeah.
like, it's not going to be wildly
No.
graphic, but, like,
I would have been
someone
pissed.
does get squished.
Yeah, but if, like, I was a 16-year-old and I read this book
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't allowed to go see the show, I'd be pissed.
That's fair.
So, like, we'll do that European rating that's, like, 16 plus.
okay. Yeah, we could do R, and then you can come 15 to 16, 17 with an adult.
Yeah, great.
Okay. Doesn't matter. Children should
It
not
doesn't
be doing
matter at
this.
all.
Should not be doing this. Children should not be seeing this show.
No.
Children should not be reading this book.
We're not going to censorship, but, like,
Yeah.
it's a should.
I mean, like, we're not gonna censorship. They can read it. I don't care. But, like, not little ones. Not, like, 8-year-olds.
Yeah. No.
8-year-olds shouldn't be reading this
Also,
book.
like, it's well written, which means vocabulary words. So, like, most 8-year-olds can't be reading this book.
15, 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. So haunted bathrooms, haunted nooks and crannies.
We probably are going to have to hire kids, though, to hide in the nooks and crannies.
That's so true. They're going to be awesome. They would love that. I worked at a haunted house when I was in high school, and it was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It was so much fun. I got my face, like, fully airbrushed, and I got to be spooky, and I sat in this wall that was, like, a fake wall that I, like, pushed a button, and it, like, dropped it, and I got to, like, scream in people's faces. Like, that's the kind of stuff. Like, this is not a full haunted house, but it definitely needs to feel like when you are going from challenge to challenge, you are going through the haunts.
Absolutely.
You know, it'd be really cool.
It's either a haunt or them being really cute.
Yes. One of the two.
You don't know
really
which one.
cool.
What would be really
What
cool?
if at the very beginning, Blackwell or somebody offers to make a deal with us as the audience, and if we take his help, like if we consensus his help, then the haunts are less scary, but if we don't consensus his help, then they're way scarier.
Yes! I like it because it's interactive,
Yeah.
I like it because it's more Blackwell content,
Yes!
and I like it because it's accessible.
Yes, I like all of it.
Yes!
Yay, okay. And then he's like, hey, heads up here, there's someone in the corner.
Yeah.
That's gonna pop
I
out
don't
and
think he
scare you.
should tell them. I think he should just, like, walk with the devil, or, like, the devils are responsible for doing it, and they're like, Gerald, it's off today.
Not today. Or, like, he gets scared instead.
Right.
Like, we basically run the show 2 different ways.
Yeah.
And the one way is where he's not there.
I imagine people going to see this show, and they're like, listen, I do like horror, but I kind of want to follow him the whole time.
Maybe it's not Blackwell.
I think it has to be, though, if he's helping. He enlists the devils. Whatever.
Yeah. The devil's help. Like, hey, you want to make a deal with us or not?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
That's cute.
that is super cute.
That's it.
Is that all of it?
Yeah.
Lights, sound, costume, set, props.
We staged it.
We staged it.
Now let's just talk about it, probably.
You came, you called.
Okay, let's talk about that. Let's
Okay.
isolate how the whole structure of Blackwell is to facilitate you came, you called moments.
No, it's just one of our favorite tropes.
It is objectively so good.
It's so good always.
Yes. It is something that is underutilized
Yes.
in most fiction, especially if that man is a supernatural creature
Yes.
and he has above average hearing. Why are you not just being like,
Damon Salvatore, please.
why don't they be doing that?
They should be doing that. Because that You Came, You Called is so good. Because it's
Yeah.
always like,
And it doesn't have to be romantic.
no.
It's good for everything.
It's just like,
Like,
it's like,
tough
it's
for-
always surprising for the person who called for them
Yes.
too. Like, they're always like, oh my God, you came. It's like, well, you called. And it's like, okay.
Yeah, it is good for current romance. It's good for exes. It's good for siblings. It's good for parents and children. It's good for anybody.
It's just so sweet.
Everybody.
It's just so sweet and so good. And we love dedication.
Yeah.
So that's a really important moment, I think.
that's a big thing about us. I
Yeah.
think that we really love dedication.
We do love dedication.
We like
love
commitment.
loyalty.
We like devotion. We like
Mhm.
commitment to the bit.
We love a commitment to the bit.
Sometimes the bit is a relationship.
Yes.
You better commit to the bit.
Best kind of bits are relationships. What other shining moments? I mean, there's so many. The whole book is so good. It would be hard to talk about just the ones that we
Absolutely
absolutely loved. Like, I think that first moment when they're walking in and we get their first interaction is important. I think that having that last line before we get inside the maze being his, like, find the heart and the key and it'll set me free.
Right.
That's important. I think
I
her
love
moment,
how the whole thing is a mystery.
Yes.
It's like genre transcendent, and I
Yes.
appreciate that.
it's so good. It's like a gothic romance,
mystery,
soft
thriller.
horror. Mystery, thriller, soft horror, romantasy, magical realism vibes.
It's just like wrapped up in the perfect
it's all
package.
so good. It's so beautiful and so good. And to think we almost didn't read it because it has a silly name.
Yeah, listen, this is our real PSA. This is what we're going to spend this time doing. We almost didn't read this book because the name is a little silly. We did not know it was the name of the challenges.
No.
We were just like, that's a goofy name.
Yeah.
But we did read it, and it is our favorite book of the year.
It is, and it's so good. So don't let silly book names, like, convince you not to read a book.
Right.
Read them anyway.
Unless the book name is Tooth Decay with a side of Fae.
Which Maddie did read part of.
Yeah, I read like 9 pages. It's worse than I thought,
Oh,
guys.
good. Beautiful. So, silly names be damned. Silly names be damned. This book is beautiful and brilliant, and we love it.
I hope the next one has an equally silly name.
I hope so, too. It is beautiful, and we love it a whole lot. So,
who do we think the next one's going to be about?
We thought maybe the next one was going to be about Rowan's siblings.
Yeah, but, like, which one?
I forget. I barely remember Rowan's name.
Okay, that's fair. There's Grave.
I think it's that one.
Is the oldest.
I think that's the one we were going to check out.
And he, lost a lover, and he's all dramatic and sad. So we thought it would be that instead of the younger brother who's, like, going away.
Yeah. I think it's going to be Grave. Or Ophi, Blackwell, and Vivi, Rowan. Like, all of them working together to do something.
Yeah. That'd be good.
Yeah, it'd be good, too. So I don't know, though. I don't have any information about it. I can't find any information about it. Kaylee, come on the pod.
And also, tell us secrets. Tell us secrets about your next book.
Yeah. Let us be your ARC readers.
We won't tell anybody.
No.
We'll release the podcast episode after the book's out.
Yes. It'll be so good. So, I mean, this book is beautiful and shining, and if I know this was not a very spooky Halloween episode, but the book is it is incredible, and Halloween is my favorite holiday. And it's my favorite holiday, plus my favorite book, plus my number one. It is, yeah. My number one book boyfriend of all time. It's a trifecta.
Yeah.
And I have heard the Audible is really good. We should reread this book. Yeah. I like the haunts that we have wrapped into this. Yeah. It's a little spooky. It's just good. But I do think that we need to be all done. Time for In Between Weenies. In Between Your Weenies. Halloween edition. Halloweeny.
In between your Halloweeny.
In between your Halloweeny.
Right.
I want to talk about Neil Gaiman's Click Clack the Rattlebag.
Isn't he getting canceled right now?
Yeah, he's super canceled. He's a bad dude. Yeah, he's really good at writing suspense.
Sure.
And he's really good at writing spooky things. He wrote Coraline.
Lots of people who are good at writing are also horrible people.
Which is a big bummer. We hate that. So we do not endorse Neil Gaiman. However, we do...
Gotta talk about this?
Gotta talk about Click Clack the Rattlebag.
Okay.
It is a short story that I read to my sophomores.
Okay.
And it's gothic. Mm-hmm. It's set in this mansion. And it is this guy who is babysitting his girlfriend's little brother while she goes somewhere. It's never really clear where. And the little brother is basically like, hey, will you tell me a story so I can go to bed? And he's like, yeah, what kind of story? He's like, well, I want it to be scary, but not too scary. At school, we were talking about Click Clack the Rattlebag. And the boyfriend's like, what is Click Clack the Rattlebag? And the little boy is like, well, it's this thing that is basically anywhere you don't expect it to be. And it's called Click Clacks because it sucks out all of your insides and leaves your bones in a skin bag. And then he was like, well, what about the rattlebag part? And he's like, oh, yeah. Then he hangs it up like wind chimes. And it's just your bones click-clacking in this skin bag. And he's like, well, what does this look like? Does it look anything scary? And he's like, no, it's just what you least expected. And at the very end, he goes to walk this kid into his room to, like, put him to bed.
No.
And the kid was the rattlebag the whole time.
Of course it was.
But you don't know for sure necessarily because it's like, and I would have told him so had I not been drug into the darkness by the tiny hand wrapped around it.
Literally traumatizing.
It's super good.
I mean, good to read to your sophomores, but
well, our current unit is about fear. So we read that and he does such a good job of everything feels fine. Like you're reading it and you're like, that's not scary at all. And then you just don't ever stop thinking about it.
Yeah, just completely bodied.
Yes. Which if you ever want one that's magical realism, a little bit spooky, The Ocean at the End of the Lane by him is really good. It's not so spooky that you
Yeah. But get it from your library because apparently
get it from the library. Don't buy it from him. It sucks. So there's my Halloweeny. You don't read spooky things?
I was going to tell you about my real life horrifying experience from 2 days ago.
Okay.
But it's not actually horrifying. So I'm gonna have to tell it like a horror story, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. It was a dark and not stormy 5 p.m.
Okay.
And I was in the grocery store in the produce section. And in this produce section, there is a secret, unbeknownst to me. So I'm collecting my produce. Apples, cucumbers, too many carrots. And as I go to reach for a potato, from within the potatoes there does writhe a little mouse whose tail flicks out as I reach for a potato.
You hate mice.
I hate mice so much.
Did you scream?
No.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
There were other people in the grocery store, and it's a good store that I don't want to scare other patrons away from. Like, that's just how shipping of produce works.
Yes, of course.
Like,
it's not their fault. Like,
there are probably mice in every potato bin I've ever reached for.
Yes.
It's just that I didn't have to see them. So I didn't scream. And I took 2 big steps back, and my dad was with me. And I went and I walked over to him, and I was like, there is a mouse in the potatoes, and I need a hug. And then I had nightmares that night. So,
yeah. Mice-related nightmares?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're scared of mice on like a true phobia level, we're kindred spirits, and you should listen to more of this podcast.
That's so true.
That's the episode.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us for Phantasma, our favorite book club book of the year thus far.
Yeah.
I don't anticipate it being topped.
No. We don't have a lot of year left.
No. It's October.
Yeah.
Like late October.
Yeah.
So
I think it's not going to happen.
yeah.
But if it does,
You'll be the first to know.
you'll be the first to know.
We'll post it. Well, happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Be safe. Have fun. Go trick-or-treating even if you're old.
Wear a costume. Even if you think you're too old, you're not.
You're not too old. Nobody's too old to have fun
No.
and go and explore and get consensually spooked.
Yeah, if you're a parent, I hope you steal the best candy from your children's Halloween baskets.
You deserve it.
You do.
Happy
I hope
Halloween,
you
everybody.
lie to them to their little faces the next
Oh,
day.
you know how my parents lied to me?
What?
The Great Pumpkin.
Like Charlie Brown?
Like Charlie Brown.
Okay.
Except that the Great Pumpkin, I had to put all my candy out and I had to pick the pieces, some that I really, really liked and some that I didn't. I had to give it to the Great Pumpkin.
The ones that you didn't.
The ones
Oh,
that,
some of each.
some of
Like
some
an
of each,
offering.
like an offering to the Great Pumpkin, and he would replace it with some sort of present. And so I would put out a big, and the more candy I gave away,
Yeah.
the better the present would be.
That's really good.
It was super good. And so I would put that out on the porch, and the Great Pumpkin would come and would swap my bag of candy for something. And so I got a Woody doll from Toy Story once.
Yeah.
And I got a caboodle for
Yeah.
holding stuff. It holds all my stage makeup.
Still?
And I got books, and I got all sorts of stuff for
I'm-
putting my candy
I'm
out.
doing this to my
yes,
kids.
it's awesome. It's really cool.
I
I got my first eyeshadow palette from it.
My parents did not do that.
Oh.
I think that we just willingly gave up our candy.
No, it was a cool way to do it. So we did that. So anyway, take your kids' favorite candy. You deserve it. They can buy their own candy when they're grown, and they can take their kids' candy, and the cycle will continue.
Yeah.
But happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
We hope you enjoyed this. Go read Phantasma.
Oh, yeah. On Halloween.
Yes, even if you've read it before. Read it again.
Yep.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Our editing on Page to Stage is done by Emma.
Our music is by A Strange Mood Productions. Thank you for building us these sick beats.
If you want to contact us, that's at Page to Stage Pod on Instagram, or you can send us an email at pagetostagepod@gmail.com. Our Instagram is run by a tiny feral raccoon. We love her a lot.
And we love you a lot. We'll see you next time.
Dante's Inferno is a self-insert fanfiction. Did you know?
I believe it.
He was like, watch me go hang out with the apostles in hell.
Good for him.
It's like I got kidnapped by One Direction self-insert.
I love that.
Okay.